Hello again, Flosstubers. I'm Dottie, Stitching Scotty. Today is March the 5th, 2022, and this is Flosstube number 70. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I just want to welcome everyone that stopped by, whether you're a longtime subscriber or a just popped in to see what's going on subscriber. This video is all about the lucky freebies. If you like my video, I hope you will subscribe and hit the like button. There's also a little bell that you can hit, and it will tell you when I put videos out. Usually I do put a video out that comes out either late Saturday night or early Sunday morning. Last week we had a little bit of a snafu. There was a new thing I had to click that I didn't click that I didn't know about. So I'm so sorry about that it was late. But anyway, the next thing is these are my sewing glasses. I smushed my real glasses. I mean, they're just smushed. So I can't see the screen without them. And if I wear these too long, I will get a headache. So I don't want to do that. But I don't want to complain either. But anyway, thank goodness I've got these so I can see to read, because otherwise I could not see anything. But anyway, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you will hit the like button, and I said that. So we're going to go on to our past FFOs. Okay, which are finally finished objects in my, some people say fully finished. Mine are finally finished because they've laid around. And yet again, I do not have any finishes this week or FFOs because of my glasses breaking. So anyway, when I get them fixed, hopefully I'll get the finishing bud back. But first of all, I love Pine Mountain Designs because they were so portable and easy to carry around. And this one's called Happy Day. It's a wrap. And this is probably no longer available. I've not seen it on the Pine Mountain Designs website. But it's on 10 count oatmeal tula fabric. And I used 3 strands of DMC floss. And I had a few back stitches in the sheep. Just to kind of give him a little woolly effect. And we've got the black sheep, the white sheep, and the red bird. And then, of course, we've got like a little brown-looking furry, fuzzy sheep. But anyway, this was really cute. We got the little shamrocks down here in the border. And they'd already pieced all this on. And all I had to do was just tie it on. So, to the pillow form when I finished it. And it was just so easy. I really, really enjoyed this. And it was very portable. Like you all have heard, I used to go to all the ball games and warm the benches, and that's what that was good for. Then I made 3 sets of these, 1 set for each of my daughters, and because I have 2 daughters, Jeanette and Amelia, and this is called Lucky, and this is it's a wrap, and it was open, and then you just sewed this button and fitted it to the pillow form that you had. And I bought this pillow form. Goodness. Something's on there. Oh, good. It's a little speck. And it's on 10 count white Ada. No, it's not 10 count. Yeah, it is. It's 10 count white tula, excuse me. And I used 3 strands over 1 thread. And I just thought he was so cute, the little leprechaun with his little red beard and the shamrocks. I just had to do him, and he was very quick to stitch. And I like the fabrics that they chose also. And it was very, very portable and a really quick finish for somebody that does not like to finish. So I need to have my own private finisher. That's what I need. Then the next thing, I know these are not available, but these are oldies but goodies. The only place I've seen them besides me stitching them is Mischievous Stitches, and she had some Hob Knob Designs. This was Happy St. Patrick's Day, and this is done on like a lamb's wool or a heather field. I want to say it's a heather field, and it was like an 18 count. And what you did was you just stitched up the little squares, and you did 2 over 4, I think. No, 2 over 2. You did 1 strand over 2. Yeah. 1 strand over 2, and I think you used like pearl cotton maybe. No, that's DMC, so it was 3 strands then. Could have been 4. But anyway, it's been a long time, so I can't remember. And then you did back stitch, and I think that was 2 strands. And then they had these cute little clay buttons. isn't that little leprechaun just adorable? And then this is an oldie but a goodie frame that I found, don't even remember where now. But anyway, it probably needs replacing. But I really enjoyed stitching this, and it was really quick and portable. Okay, and that was Hob Knob Designs, and those are no longer available unless you find them on eBay or Stash and Load. Then the next one, I bought this pattern in 2004. Okay, this is March Luck, and this is by Twisted Threads. And I just had to find this. This was when gingham was all the rage, stitching on gingham. And I noticed it's starting to come back. But I didn't want to stitch mine on gingham because I didn't like stitching on gingham. It was yucky. But anyway, and this is just like major crooked. That's what happens when they've been finished for a long time. But anyway, this is one that I just pop in and out. And it's got the little leprechaun with his little pot of gold and his luck. And this one's done on 28 count. I used 2 strands over 2, and I used sampler threads, and, or did I? No, I did not use sampler. Yeah, I did. I used sampler threads because they were variegated, especially on the pot. You can tell that. But I really enjoyed doing this one, and the border was really fun to do too. The border you did... it was not variegated. You'd go a strip in one color and then you'd take a strip in another color. So it looked kind of variegated. And then I had this frame and I just popped this in and out. This was what Love was in last time. The first time I saw this, which is what made me buy it, it was just in a long bell pull. And it was so pretty. And then I was like, I don't have anywhere to put that. So I just went ahead and did them, you know, month by month. And the next thing I have is a Lizzie Kate, of course, because you know I loved my Lizzie Kate. And this one's called Luck. And I've seen this one, and most people have stitched it on green. I stitched it on what came with it, which was the 28 count. Oh, goodness. I guess this is raw linen. And I used all the call for threads because it was like a little kit that included the linen, if I'm not mistaken. And I just had so much fun stitching the little pot of gold, and it's got the little horseshoe on there and beads for the center of the little floral motifs at the bottom and little bluebirds. And I got this wormy chestnut frame from the Framery in Liberty. And he did this one and he put little things so I could switch it out. So I really enjoyed this. I also put some of the other ones in, you know, like Liberty and Thankful in this one, and pop it in and out. So those are my past finally finished objects. And if you've been watching my video for a long time, you've probably seen a couple of them, but I thought, well, for those of you that are new, I thought, well, I'd just pop those out. Okay, so like I said, no FFOs this week and no finishes because of the broken glasses and the work schedule. But I did get a little bit of stitching done. Okay, first we're going to start out with my whips, or my works in progress. Oops. And we're going to start with Whip Go. And you know, we had a couple of days after my video that still were in February. And I did manage to block out number 5, which was the Mayflower coming to America. I said I was going to get 1,000 stitches on that because we set our own goals on this. And this one is by Brenda Gervais. And it's coming to America, the Women of the Mayflower. Okay? And it's got all the names of the women. Well, I sure hadn't got that far. But, you know, my ship has been stuck on a sandbar like for forever. But, of course, Whip Go, they called it out, and I'm like, yay! Oh, dear. And I'm sitting on the fabric. There we go. You know, there's always a funny moment in here. Okay, this one's done on 36 count. This is the first time I had worked on 36 count. And if you'll notice, I've brought the border down some. And that was through stitching with the Olympics. And then I got the waves finished. So now I've started the Cape Cod section that's in the middle. That's going to have like the two fish. I've just now started that. And I was going to finish the end of the boat because that guy's, you know, he's just hanging in midair, but I will get to that. Surely I will not frame it and forget to do the end of the boat. But anyway, I've got my border even pretty much on both sides, and this is on Vintage Country Mocha 36 count. And I'm enjoying stitching on this a lot more than I thought I would now that I'm not doing off-white, you know. And I'm using all the call for threads. I'm using one strand over one thread I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with that. But anyway, this is a fun stitch. I'm really enjoying this. And I've decided that I like to use a 26 count needle on this. 28 is too hard to thread, so I use the 26. And you know, a lot of people like the 28, and you know, it's just your preference, whatever you want to do. You know, we do what makes us happy. So hopefully I can get well, I've got 1,000 stitches in that, but hopefully I can get some more done on it and not let it languish around so long. But that was my whip go for February, and I finished that. Then number 17 was called, and you know, last time I was struggling to get my 5 days in because I said I was going to do 5 days on the Cottage Garden Samplings Piece Halloween Sampler. And this is the pattern. I did get my 5 days in by the hair of my chinny chin chin. I finished my 5th day up on the 28th. So there you go. And this one is on Dense Fog, and I'm pretty sure this is a Weeks Dye Works fabric, or else it's fabric by Stephanie. I'm not sure which. And there is a terrible string. Okay, and I'm using 2 strands over 2, and it's on 28 counts, so it's going to be pretty big. But I really like this one. It's just the alphabet, and I thought, well, I'm just going to start and go down the chart. And I've gotten down to Raven, and now I'm going to start going this way before I work on the very bottom, so I can get the first page done. But I've really, really enjoyed working on this. I think that little ghost is just precious. And it stitches up pretty quick, but you really have to pay attention because it's easy to mess up, because I've had to rip out a good bit. But I like the modeling on this, and I'm using most all the call for threads. I'm using, let's see. Yeah, I am using all the call for threads because I'm using Blackbird for the darker letters, and Raven for these smaller letters. So these dark ones here are Blackbird, and then these are Raven. So anyway, so I met my whip goal on that, so that's good. I was really afraid I wasn't going to. It was just a fluke that I actually met my goal, because I had just left it till the last minute, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is not good. So anyway, but that's the whip go for February. Now what do we have for March? March we have, oh, there it is. Okay. All right. March was really strange because, and I had to flip around a little bit because I had, they called the same pattern out because I've got it on here 3 times. I have it on here once for June, once for July, and once for August. And this is the square dance patterns. And see, they come in like 3s. We've got April, May. Well, I already had those done. And I'm doing them on one piece. And this, and I need to do June. And I needed to do July. And then I also needed to do August. So rather than skip and afraid I would miscount because it was August and July that was pulled, I thought, well, I'll switch and do June and July, because either way, I'm going to have to do one. So square number 15 was June and square number 21 was July. So what I'm going for on these is a start and a finish. So I want to finish on this. Oh, excuse me. And I need to finish on this, but I've got to start this one. And I also had to start this one. So I started it. And oh, we have to stand up. Okay. This is January, February, March, April, May, and then there's what I've got done on June. Just a lot of popsicles and a little bit of border. But I got a good bit done. So that's good. I feel really good about where I am, considering it's only March the 5th. I should have these two done. And this is on 32 count vintage country mocha. And I'm using all the call for fibers. And there will also be some words under here because I went on her website and pulled the border. So that's why I'm doing it all together. And this will be a gift, probably, unless I fall in love with it and decide to keep it. And it's 2 strands over 2. All right. But I think it's just so cute. I love the bright colors. Okay, so that will be what I'll be working on more. So that'll be part of my plans. Okay, and then the next thing I stitched on was, was the March sampler of the month from Cottage Needleworks, because, you know, I framed and, well, I FFO'd the January and the February, and then I got to looking to frame the March, and there was no March. Oh, look at Winston. He's making an appearance. We've been photobombed. And so there's March. And this was a sale that I was in last year, but I guess everybody else has finished theirs, but I did not. And so I'm using just random fabrics for my stash, and this was 28 count beautiful beige. And so I started it, and I've got the little vine at the top with flowers and 2 little leprechauns with no hands. So we'll see how much more I get done. But I just thought this was so cute. When I saw this, when I realized I hadn't stitched on this, I thought, oh, I better do something. So this is a Witchell beautiful beige, 2 strands over 2. And I'm using all the call for threads, which are classic Colorworks. And they're so pretty and so springy. So I'm really, really enjoying that. But now, this is 28 count beautiful beige, excuse me. And this will be a fabric that I won't be buying again either. It's very stiff, and I'll hold up it's almost translucent, so you can kind of see through it. So it's not my favorite fabric. I like something with a little oomph in it. I don't want it to be hard as a rock, but I don't want it to be wimpy either. So anyway, but I am enjoying stitching this one. It's a lot of fun. So hopefully I'll get a finish on that one. Then the next one I stitched on with my friend Rhonda. We're doing the hashtag Mary Clayton Sal. Oh, and I've been forgetting to tell you, Anyway, Whip Goes, a Facebook group. I forgot to tell you that, with Jessie Marie Does Stuff. And you can join anytime. You just post on the Facebook group your pictures and where you started, and then at the end of the month, when you make your goal, you post that. But the Mary Clayton Sal is very informal, and it's hashtag Mary Clayton Sal. And this is from Hands Across the Sea. Is that not pretty? I looked and looked at this one for the longest time, and I was like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. And then I was like, I'm going to do it. Everybody's doing the sampler. And so I thought, well, I'm just going to try one and see if I can do it. And I'm really enjoying doing this one. And I have finished the first page. So that's a good thing. But now don't think you're going to get to see all this. Ooh, boy, look at this. This one's on 32 count Winter Brew. And I'm using 2 strands over 2. And this is the first page and a little bit on the second. Like where the end of the trumpet is, that starts the second page. And then up at the top right here, that's also the second page. So I really have enjoyed doing this one. It's just very unique. It's something I've never done before. So it's always good to try new things. So I'm enjoying this one. And my favorite thing about this, and I wish all the designers would do this, I'm using the DMC conversion, but she has, they've got like a little bookmark, and it's got all the colors with all 3 conversions on here, the Swaddage, the DMC, and the MPI. And I thought, oh, is that not just the neatest thing with these cute little pictures of these little girls? So that was my favorite thing, because you don't have to flip back and forth on the chart. You don't have to make a copy, you know, and that's good, because I don't usually make copies of my charts, but there's one that I'm going to have to make a copy of if I want to have a book or a chart left. So I'm just stitching on that just a little bit at a time, and Rhonda is really, really going to town. She's going to have hers done way before I do, but that's okay. All right, and then that's all of my whips or works in progress. And I forgot to say that the square dance is my hands-on, no, yeah, it's my heart and hand. And so I'm really going to enjoy doing that for my whip go. Okay, now it is time for the freebies. And the first, oh, what is that? Oh, yeah, okay. I've got empty bags, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what is that? Okay. Maybe we got enough charge on here. Okay, the first pattern is, okay. All right, this one, you'll have to go on Rainbow Gallery. This is a pattern from Erica Michaels, and it's in like a lion, or it's called The Lion and the Lamb. You know, March comes in like a lion and out like a lamb. And this is the pattern. And in fact, when you go on there on Rainbow Gallery, you can get all 12 months. And it's the 2004 cross stitch series. And I will put the link below, but it's Rainbow Gallery. So that's a really, really cute one. Then the next one, in fact, a lot of the next ones are from Pinker and Pumpkin Quilting. And she has the spring salt box. And these are on her blog. And you see the sheep. It's Woolly You. That's also on there too. So you can get both of these patterns. All right. Then the next one is, okay, the March is not available, but the Kiss Me pattern is from Catholic Sprouts, the one on the bottom, Kiss Me. And the designer is Nancy, and I know I'm going to mispronounce her name, Banzak, I think. So that's cute, and I'll link that below. All right, and the next one is the cutest, and it's her newest pattern that she's handed out. It's called Luck Truck, and you know it's all about the truck these days. And this one came out February the 22nd, so this one's brand new, and this is from Pinker and Pumpkin Quilting. Now, a lot of you will send me links when I do put some of these designers' patterns on here, and especially this lady. She has a blog, and you're going to have to go down to where you see the St. Patrick's Day patterns, or you're just going to have to keep scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down. And eventually you'll see the little thing like this, and you have to download this sheet. Then you'll see the next one. I'm just going to show you just the corner, the color. And you have to download that one. And then next, you'll see the black and white, okay? And you'll have to download that one. It's just the way her system works. So make sure that you go down and you just keep scrolling down. And there is a red band on the side. And if you go on that and you click on those, and then you scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, and you click on the stuff, you will see, it'll say click here, you know. But there'll be like spring salt box in the red. So you'll click on that. And then you'll see Oh, and I forgot the next one. And this is the St. Patrick's Day Trifle. So you'll click on that. So make sure that you scroll down through the red, because they're not just going to just pop out and slap you in the face. It's just not going to be happening. So, you know, everything good is worth looking for. So make sure you look for those, because these are just too cute. And I thought you would enjoy the St. Patrick's Day patterns. So I hope you enjoy doing those. And now, let's see. And because I found so many, I thought, ooh, I'm just going to have to just share those. All right, now, what am I going to do now? My plans for this week are, I'm going to be stitching out of the, you know, this is Blackbird weekend, and I've not made the first stitch, and it's Saturday night. So I'm going to go to my sister's book with Niecy Lynn, and a couple of other ladies. Well, there's more than a couple of us. And I'm going to go and pick out at First Cock's Crow, and I'm going to work on this some more. We're going to see some orange berries or something, flowers, and then I want to hurry up and get down here and getting all the good stuff. I'm tired of all this lettering and stuff, and I'm going to have to finish my date because I'm down to October. Let me pin this one up. I didn't have enough. I stitched on so many different things this week. I didn't have enough things. Now, this is where it was last time. And this is where I'll be starting. I'll be finishing the 1894. And then there's a little design over to the side, and the bird's going to get a beak and some legs. And, yeah, then we'll move on down. So we'll see how this goes. But I'm really enjoying this. This one's on Oaken, and it's 32 count. And hopefully I'll have this one done before fall, and I can put this one up. But I'm really going to enjoy stitching on this later tonight. So that's good. That is, if I can see long enough. Because if I wear these glasses very long, they give me a headache. So, yeah. Okay. So anyway, and I'm using all the call for threads. Now, what else am I going to be stitching on? Okay. I haven't stitched on a stitching with the housewife pattern in quite some time. And I was like, oh gosh, I have this one, and it's called Lucky Day, and it's got the little cup. I think it's What's in My Cup series, yeah. And I started stitching on this, I think, during like Stitch Mania, or maybe last March, I'm not sure. And it uses classic Colorworks threads. And no, this is not the one I started stitching on, because it's not stitched on. I was thinking about the Easter one. Yeah, there you go. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, it's been a long week. But anyway, you will see some stitching on this. And this fabric is something I had in my stash that something tells me I'm not going to enjoy stitching on, because it's like a tight weave. So, well, not tight, but it's just, yeah. Anyway, so we will be stitching on that. We'll be starting that. Yeah, another start. Yay! Then I'm going to be stitching on my square dance, and then I might throw in something else, you know, just for fun. So, and hopefully I will get some finishing done, because it's high time I get my Bristolberry done, and I've got a Valentine's thing that I did not get framed because I couldn't find the right frame. Then I finally found it, so there you go. But anyway, join us at the hashtag BBD Weekend Sale and stitch this weekend on your Blackbird design. It could be any Blackbird design, or you can join us on the Cock's Crow at First Cock's Crow on hashtag Cock's Crow Sale, and I will link those below. And then when I start my stitching with the Housewives Lucky Day piece, What's in My Cup, we'll do the hashtag Stitching with the Housewives. So anyway, I was going to show you my market favorites, but I haven't gotten that together yet. So yeah. Anyway, that might be next time. But I hope everyone's having a good time at market and seeing all the good things that they have. and I will see you next week. And y'all have a great week. Remember to like and subscribe and to share with your friends. Bye-bye.